and your company that you are a startup. So there's no mandatory set of instructions or set of, we'll have Mr. Harish speak about it.
Yeah, hi, this is Harish. I'm the co-founder of FarmGulp. Right now we are working on to add us, where actually it's like we're adding a value to secondary agriculture product. So we are extracting the antioxidants from few agro wastes. So that's currently we are working on. As my colleague told, we are incubated at this incubation center. You heard of incubation centers. It's like, what is really required for a startup to get a government fund? Because it's like no one comes from the thin air and give you funds. It's not going to happen in this decade, because there are a lot of things, because the entire millennials are pushing into the entrepreneurship. So there is a lot of competition in getting the government funds. It's like I know that this guy has get curious about like government funds, government from what. It's like, because it's free, it's convenient, you can work on. If you fail, then it's fine. So no one will pressurize you. So that is really important for an young entrepreneur to try few things at an young age. So what are the key things that is required to get a government fund? First of all, as the CA told, like you need to get registered in the Startup India portal, Startup Karnataka portal. That is all the registration part, because you need to get verified that you are a registered startup. In order to get benefit from the government of Karnataka, you need to get registered in the government of Karnataka. So if you are getting a grants from the government of India, you need to get registered in the Startup India portal. So that is the mandatory. Once you register a company, whichever it is LLP or private limited, then you should go and enter into the Startup India portal and get registered there. You'll get a certificate, as my colleague told. Similarly here in Karnataka. Once you get registered, I hope most of the entrepreneurs work solo. Many of the entrepreneurs, they form a team and they start working. So when the idea is big, or you need some like infrastructure for that, for semiconductors, for technology, for IT, for app platforms like there is an NASCOM over here in Domlur. They have an incubation. They will support you. So for the infrastructure, you need incubation centers. Most of the startup ideas need proper, they need a backing. They need a workspace, they need for that incubation is there. Incubation, if you enter a government incubation, it is very, it's like win-win for you, because that's how you get a network. It's like, you told, right, the jury will be there. Is it a transparency or not? The process is transparent or not? Because most of the people will apply. See, who will come and judge you? Once we apply, who will screen your idea? The same incubation people will screen your idea, because these are the people who are connected to the government of Karnataka. That's what it happens. When you get incubated, what the important thing you need is mentoring. That even the government of Karnataka will provide you. In your sector, see, when you go to the government of Karnataka portal, ITBTL portal, you will get specific mentors. You will get in your sector who is gonna deal with what. Like in his case, the semiconductor. In your case, the app development. There is a lot of traffic will come to your app once you commercialize your business. So how are you gonna deal with it? So the people will train you. They have a workforce. They have a proper people so that they can connect you back. You can't do it in Ranebennur. You have to do it in Bangalore. Even we are all from tier 3 cities, and we are the first generation of the people who entered the tech, did engineering. So it was a whole new thing, and we graduated just 8 months back from the colleges. So when we registered our company, when we were in the final year of our post-graduation, So we made our mind that once we graduated from the college, we gonna work on our idea. It was as simple as that. So once you get incubation, once you get mentoring, and that too both from the government of Karnataka. Right now you are here in Karnataka, and it is one of the biggest. It is just entrepreneurship. What you call as zone. You are in Bangalore, and you will get to benefits. That's what the government grant is, because a VC guy or angel investor guy, I'll tell about the funding. Then I'll go for a government funds. Can you anyone know about what is the difference between a VC venture capitalist and angel funding? Do you know any difference between angel funding and VC funding? Anyone? It's like angel funding means they are small people. They'll give small fundings like 1 million, 2 crore, 3 crore, 2 million. VC guy, they have a pool of assets. They will give 500 million. In the case of Udaan, have you heard of Udaan? Udaan startup, like Ninja Cart, like Flipkart. They raised 500 million, 800 million from so and so, X and X. Those are VCs. But whereas angel investors, like small startup, like in your app business, there are some people who are going to bet on 3 million, 4 million. If there is a rich guy in Ranebennur, will fund you 1 crore. If he takes 30 or 40% in your company, he'll fund you 1 crore. It's not a big deal. And that make you as a financially stable for the to run the project. And after that there are called syndicates. There's one more name called syndicate. This large banker pool, which has pension funds, big investors like Sachin Bansal. There are pool of people. They are called syndicates. And they will not take you much time. They will fund you directly. Once in a single meeting, they will fund you because they had a lot of money. If they like you, they'll fund you on that day itself. Whereas in government funds, you have to wait for 1 year. The process is 1 year. The day you file an application to the date you receive the grant in your account, in the bank, it's almost 8 to 9 months. What MSME? See, you can. I'm just asking. In that case, how much time? In MSME loan, we don't know about the MSME loan.
MSME is altogether different thing. So he's talking about the grant.
Grants. I'm telling about the government grants.
The government doesn't expect anything. If they like it, if they feel that it is equally good for our.
You have to pay a particular interest of loan to the banks.
For MSME.
Yeah, MSME scheme.
You need to return that money.
If you take 1 crore, you have to give some around 3 to 4%.
Yeah, it's depend on the business.
But I'm telling a money that will not expect from you back. It will be for you, for your idea, to check whether it can be implemented or not. Because the government will give the grant to make sure that your idea to prototype stage. After that, scaling up and getting commercialization is different grants and different funds. I'm telling about to enter initially, where most of the entrepreneurs.
That's what I'm telling you. The picture of an idea. I suppose I've already laid some foundation. Something is there. It's already there in the shape. But that from the foundation, I've raised something. In that case, why don't I take some funds from MSCOE and parallelly upgrade to the government and wait till the government grants me?
Not like. Because. Yeah. MSME you can't.
No, I'm not going to pay. I believe that I can build up my business with smart data. Then, and parallelly, I'll apply it for the government grant also. Is it possible?
It depends on you, madam. Because you can take a loan from MSME, based on MSME, okay, you take it, you run it, okay. And afterwards, in the meanwhile, you apply for the grant also, okay. And after, okay, your idea is fine, and you get the grant, that's all. But that grants can't be used for that loan repayment.
See, like what your query is, if you take MSME grant, you start working on, then you avail for a government grant. That's not going to happen. See, if you are registered as a startup, you should be new. Once you take a loan, then what it doesn't make a difference. You have already taken 1 crore loan. Why you want a government grant? That of 15-20 lakhs. It is to check whether your idea is proper or not. If you have taken 2 crore loan from MSME, they are going to give you in 5 days. So you're going to start paying interest for them after 1 month. So why will you need grants? Because there is a rigorous jury will be there to monitor what you have done or not. It's not like that they bet on any people. It is a monitored process.
So in that case, suppose I'm not taking money from a company.
Yeah.
I'm taking personal loan from somebody.
Okay.
Start doing the business, then apply for government grant.
Ah.
Then that is viable.
Yeah, that is viable. But after you get a grant, you can't give that grant money to that guy.
No, that is okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe personal funding.
Sure. You can do that. You can do that.
Initially for the sustenance of the business
You can do.
personal loans and you can sustain. But then whatever the grant amount you get, that is for the completely developing the product, you utilize that fund.
But what is the, again, that time period and all is there, no, for that to pay back?
For what? No. That is what I'm telling.
Get your money, you don't have to repay anything. They will just monitor you so that you take big money and implement whatever your idea is. There's going to be a jury, there's going to be people to mentor you, and they'll see through that you are using that money properly. That's the only
But I
thing.
don't have to pay that.
You don't have to. That is what the grant. The grant is when they just write off money to you, and then you use that money to develop a business. So the idea of the government, the reason government does it is because they feel that okay, they have to develop startups and they have to develop young minds to actually build companies. So that's the purpose of the vehicle. That's the reason.
Is there any rule like the company should be this much year old and like they have to apply for grant?
Now the government of India has mandated that any startup as a startup for a period of 10 years. No need to worry. Initially it was up to 4 years. Now they have made to 10 years. Whether it's a biotech startup or a normal or IT and app, it's okay. They made it to 10 years. Manufacturing, I know if it is startup, they have made it to 10 years. Any company they have made it to 10 years. Any sector.
No, that should have been working for 10 years.
It has to be registered.
Registered within,
It
yeah.
has to be an entity which is.
To get a grants. Minimum period is 10 years. Maximum.
It has to be within 10 years of registration. The entity has to be within 10 years old from on the date of application.
So once you get an incubation partner, once you get a mentoring, so what exactly your idea needs is a proper business model so that your team can work on. And what are the things that the government people will look into, because this is a public money, this is a tax, this is the money which came from the taxes, so they will monitor properly. So where this money will go? So what is the 3 things that the government or the jury will look upon is whether you have a novel idea or not. In your case, if there is always there is a Swiggy, there is Zomato, then why in your case why your app needs in that place, then you need to justify it.
How could you differentiate?
How could you differentiate?
from competitors?
Yeah.
What are the key differential features you show them? That all points they consider.
Then after that, when you prove you have a novel idea, then what they check is the proper business model, whether it can be scalable, whether it can make it to the masses. Then what they check here in the government funds is whether you go into the Karnataka or in Hyderabad, because it is one of our competitor, and Delhi or the government of India, all they check is the social impact. How much employment you're going to generate. If an industry which is importing a few things, commodities, whether you can supply it in India so that you can remove the trade barrier, they will check all those things. If in your case it is in tier 2 or tier 3 city, so in your case if you generate an employment, that is the biggest social impact, because all the people are migrating to Bangalore. If you're going to stop it, if you're going to stop at at least 0.05%, that is very big. If you justify that, then you're going to say that it has a social impact. So these are the few things that you have to work before you reach for the government grant. These are the things: incubation, mentoring, and the business model and the social impact. How gonna make sure that your idea fits in all these things? Then you make a PPT, then go for a funding. Then you can apply when they call you. Yeah.
Question on mentoring. So mentoring essentially will make or break a product. So based on your experience, how good do you feel the mentorship is with the government of Karnataka initiatives or government of India initiatives? Or have you found that there are a lot of private incubation centers available. Have you found that they are mentoring in any way, or do you find that these are really good people who come there or mentors are quite good?
It's like there is no private mentoring or government mentoring. There are mentors who are associated with the government of Karnataka or not. If example, consider X person who is mentoring you in this field, in semiconductor, in your case. So if he's one pro person in Bangalore who is very good at mentoring in this, who has worked 20 to 30 years in that sector, if he is popular, he is very good. If you avail him as a mentor, then it is okay. But if he is associated with the government of Karnataka, then your idea is already recommended, so that they'll discuss, right? If the government mentors will discuss what is the current entrepreneurs are working on. This is how your idea will be spoken in the podiums, platforms.
What I meant to ask is, there are other platforms like this, like for example, Microsoft has its Google has its own platforms, similar platforms in various companies. They also tend to give us these platforms that we seek. Which is better is what I'm asking. Whatever platform these people provide, is it really good as an insider?
Yeah, in your case, you're telling about like big shots like Microsoft and all. You can avail through government of Karnataka also, because these are the people who are working in these big companies. They will mentor. It's not like that. No, not a proper guy will come and yeah.
Can you register your whatever idea with 2 different states? Because these days, Kochi, they have their own state.
It's not like you have to register your idea. You have to register your company.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is what.
Ah.
Is it possible to register in 2 different?
Yeah, you can.
Karnataka is.
Yes, yeah.
But should I show my originality? Suppose I want to say question. Suppose I want to register in Chennai and Bangalore. How do I show my originality in Chennai?
What do you mean by originality?
Suppose suppose I register here. Suppose I file GST. They ask my Aadhaar card, all these details. So when I register in Chennai, what should I show?
Same thing. You can register multiple addresses on your GST.
You can have multiple branches, you can show as multiple
Yeah.
branches.
But how will it be again? How one again it will come under one GST or what?
Yeah, it will come. Your multiple addresses will come on one GST. One GST, one business.
Because I'm asking the same thing because somebody is there, my close relative.
Obviously, you will not register with duplicate name, correct? In one name you are registering. So obviously, from that name, whatever papers are there, it has to.
You register your startup in different state, then you'll get one more address on your GST. That's it. You can
But my same address only will go there. No?
Sir, my question was different.
that address where you are registered in. In case you are telling about Hyderabad, you register your startup in Hyderabad ITBT portal or somewhat like that. Then if you are incubated at some place, then that incubated addresses will come on your GST, so that you can prevail the other state benefits also.
Also, suppose I have been educated from Chennai or Tamil Nadu, now I'm settling here. Do I gain any benefit because of that?
I'll explain you one example. Yeah, there is one startup who is from Chennai. It's like they are registered here in Karnataka. They are incubated along with us in our incubation center, where we are working. They got all the benefits what we got.
Okay. Then one more question is, I have registered some industry, food industry in my name, which is Kalyanagar. And I didn't, because as of now my CA is told only from one place you operate. Suppose within Bangalore, I want to operate in 2 places because it's something like food manufacturing. It's something, some inventory suppose I'm not able to do. Suppose I want to operate in Bangla, can I register in 2 places?
Yes, yeah.
GST.
On a GST is the only one where you'll get multiple addresses. You can add 10 different addresses.
Yes, it's whether the state is not based on the office, how many officers they have.
Okay, so in that case, that incubation, wherever creating that small unit, wherever manufacturing, that particular place was a particular place, that address.
Yeah, you have to add.
Is there something like a mandate, because I'm doing FSSA and all that, no, that should be all that criteria or something wherever I'm registering, the other address I'm registering.
No, it depends on how you show it on paper. For example, you can show one place as commercial activity, other place as corporate office, another place as go down.
Yeah.
I can show like that.
Yeah, you can.
Depends on what is your actual activity is one, and how you are going to, it's your business. You can distribute it the way you want.
Yeah, because see,
You can have only manufacturing in one place and commercial transaction where you are going to bill from the GST number. That can be different.
for instance, what why I'm asking this is, I'm also a freelancer, and my place is somewhat need for whichever I want to launch. Someone need and meant for only launching classes. Okay, from there I cannot do a manufacturing food industry something like that. So I want to do this now for Manila, wherever there is something like that.
Can't do it.
How do I know? Show it on papers.
You show that is your manufacturing.
Let me clarify you. See, GST, you can have one GST number wherever, any number of branches that you have in Karnataka. One state, one GST number. Okay. If you move out of Karnataka state, you will have one more GST number linked to the same branch. Okay. For the same same GST number in Karnataka, you can add additional places of your business. You can have one as your head office, and you can have 100 other branches. It can be anywhere. And what the query about FSSI and the other labor licenses, these all are premises based. If you have 10 branches, you need to have 10 FSSI licenses. You need to have 10 labor registrations because it is based on the premises. You have two different registrations. One, your entity based registration. This is one for you. Okay, you as a business. If you are a private limited or LLP, you have one registration, no matter how many branches you have. Okay. If you are having a specific registrations like FSSI and the labor licenses, those will come with a premises-based condition. You have 10 premises, you need to have 10 certificates. All 10 certificates will have its own renewal conditions.
Okay, now from your say suppose I have two branches operating within Bangalore. I need to have one GST and two FSSI because it's place of operation oriented. Then suppose I have a branch in Chennai, then I'll have one more GST and one more FSSI.
Yes.
And that GST will be linked to this GST, right?
It will be linked to PAN.
PAN card, PAN. Yeah. Yeah, this is a first a flagship grant program from the government of Karnataka's ITBT, Information Technology and Biotechnology. This is the first biggest grant in government of Karnataka. This is called Elevate 100. The government will screen. It's like you told, like what is the number? How many people will apply? It is somewhere around 700 to 3,000 startups. And they will give grants for, like last year they have given 70 to 78. Now in this year they have given to 100 people.
So 100 out of 3,000.
Yeah. So that much how the competition will be.
The first, right, it cannot be fixed, it cannot be always 100 or something. That depends how much ideas they may like.
No, it,
100 in 2016.
Yeah.
2016. So
16.
at that time, they had a name called Idea to POC.
POC.
So then at that time, they had the fixed number of startups that I selected. Then in 2017, they had Elevate 100, where they had to screen Zoom startups. And out of that screen, so 100 startups they used to select for 100. So then in the previous year, they worked by registering they didn't really thought about this 100 because they some of the startups were in work for money. So only 70 startups were work for money. So
They will check the viability of the business, then they will fund you. It will be somewhere around 50 to 100 it will lie. If it is 70, 80, the maximum is 100. The maximum is 100.
Only for idea to POC.
Yeah, idea to POC. Proof of concept.
Proof of concept.
POC.
POC, develop a product, so for that, they give the money.
They give the
They
fund.
give grant.
So in your case, this funding will have a initial screening when you apply into the portal. They will initially screen you, and they will call in the 4 zones. When it's Bangalore, Mysore, Belgaum, and Gulbarga. There are 4 zones here. I don't know. In your case, it is Belgaum or Bangalore. Bangalore. They will call you for in that zone for the initial screening. Initial jury in that zone will test your idea on the business model, on the other viability and all, whether it can go for the finals. Once you qualify that round, after that you will come for the finals here in Bangalore. All the startups will come to the Bangalore. Then after the finals, the next day will be the result day, where the government officials in an place they will call you, they will announce the result. Then it is up to 50 lakhs. Up to 50 lakhs. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
50, any idea.
Any idea?
And this grant amount can be used for anything, development of business or education.
Yes. Yeah.
Pays rent,
And one more, once you get a grant, then you have to justify that there are milestones. It's 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or every quarter there are milestones, and you need to justify that. If you get example 30 lakhs, so you should tell that in this 30 lakh, how will you divide? How much for the salaries? How much for the research and development? How much for the third party operations? How much for the mobility? How much for the procuring? So you need to justify, and you have to only use that money into that thing. It's not like that. Yeah.
So that grant amount should be audited, I guess.
yes, they
Yes.
have cost heads for them, so they have their own format. So up to 40% can be utilized for product development, and up to 40% could be utilized for salaries. So based upon your funding amount which they have allotted to you, you can divide based upon that percentage, and then there will be audits. So every 6 months.
No, they will guide you. They will guide you the entire process. They will tell you like what percentage of the money should be allotted for this. Then you have to speak with them and get clarified. Yeah. Your salary also. Your salary also.
And like, regarding
Your salaries, your co-worker, and if you hire somebody. So there will be criteria. If you are allotting 10 lakhs, you have to decide on how many people you are supposed to hire.
Yeah, you're telling something.
regarding the grants, so is there any limit of number of attempts, or it is like one startup, one idea, one attempt?
No, it's not like you can attempt number of times.
So if I get failed like this.
Yeah, you can attempt for next time.
Same idea can I do?
Yes. See, that's where you'll get time to work on, because you'll get inputs, right? If you fail in the first time, you'll get inputs. They'll not leave you simply. If you're qualified in your zonal round, then you came for finals, then the jury will tell you where you went wrong. They will tell you on your face that this is not proper. This is I'm not convinced at. In this area, I'm not convinced. Yeah.
What is the minimal grant?
5 lakh.
5 lakh.
5 to 50.
Give us a picture as how this goes. Like, how does the whole event take place? What is the jury like, and how do they evaluate? Because you guys have already got a grant.
Yeah, it's like
You guys can-
I told you, right? It will happen in the zones where the Karnataka's incubation centers are there already.
Okay.
It's K-Tech Innovation Sub.
Okay.
It's there in 4 zoners. They will call you there.
You mean that they will call in all the 4 zones, or
No, what?
If you are registered in Bangalore,
You'll be in Bangalore zone. If you are registered, yeah.
registered
I thought
already
like
as
some
a
4
Yulapur.
rounds of kind of.
So our nearest zone is Belgaum. So we have been called to Belgaum for the first round. So there will be 3 to 4 panels. So one panel will be the jury will be deciding on biotechnology, agriculture or something. So then there will be another panel who will be evaluating your idea on IT, and there will be another automobile. So such kind of other 3 panels will be there. Based upon that, they evaluate.
They'll give the timings. On that timings, your related jury will be there.
Time will be around 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah.
In
10 minutes, 8 minutes,
Maximum. In 8 minutes, you're supposed to.
you'll be thrown out of, you'll be thrown out of the room.
Then the next 5 to 10.
Corporate Social Responsibility Fund, which is called iPreneur. I don't know much about, is there any people who are from the Hyderabad, Karnataka region? I don't know many of the people who are from Bangalore, who are working on, I don't know if you have a colleagues from that region, from the 5 districts of Karnataka in the northern part, which includes Gulbarga, Bidar, Yadgir, Ballari, Bagalkot. If you are from that region, you can avail benefits, because for these places, the entrepreneurs from these places will get a grant of 25 lakhs as well as a cash prize of 3 lakh. This is for any idea, and it is by the Security Exchange Board of India, supported by, because these government people will push the CSR funds so to make sure that the entrepreneurs should get the benefits, because that region is considered most backward in the Karnataka, so that this is one of the grant. Then the next grant is Unnati from the biggest department in the government of Karnataka called Social Welfare. If you are from the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, or your colleague or the co-founders who have a substantial stake from 20 to 50% in the company, can avail these benefits. And it is also up to, yeah, it is,
a clause for stake
it is,
size also.
yeah, substantial stake, I'm telling right, 20 to 50%. Then you can avail the benefits from the Social Welfare Department of Karnataka, and it is up to 50 lakhs. This is also from up to 50 lakhs.
So even in this case also they will evaluate
Yeah.
the startup based on how it the social
Same.
we could create.
And
One more point I had, so when you say a grant of, let us say, X value, okay, so is it like they give you the whole thing in one shot, or is it
Tranches.
based on
tranches.
If the grant period, the grant amount period, for example, for Elevate it is one year. So
for Elevate?
Elevate 100.
1 year. So there will be two grants. So for every 6 months. So if it's example 30 lakh, they divide into 2 months. So it's 15 lakh, 6 months. So that whole 15 lakh you have to show them that you have utilized. There will be audits. At the end of 6 months, there will be audits. There will be people from Elevate, the government officials.
See, if you didn't crack that milestones which you have already objected, you won't get the next tranche. It's as simple as that.
You tell them that for the first 3 months you are going to develop this product. The next 3 months you will be marketing that, or you will evaluate that in a big sector, or you will evaluate in a public sector. So that will be your milestone for the 3 months or 6 months. So if you show them that you have done this, then they will release the next round.
Okay, so the milestones are actually given by you at the time of pitching.
Yeah, not pitching, after you have won.
After you have won,
You have won the grant, and they have declared you the amount of money, like example 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs. Then considering that 40 lakhs, what you have projected in 1 year, that in 3 months I'll do this much work, this much work, this much work, so that, yeah, I'll complete my project in 1 year
So,
time.
and how often do they evaluate you? Like, is it
6 months, 6 months, 6 months, 6 months.
Once in 6 months, they just come to you, talk to you, and say, "Acha, you're doing good."
Yeah,
If
yeah.
not, then,
Yeah. So this is we receiving social Unnati from the Social Welfare Department, Mr. Priyank Karge. You can.
there are different areas.
There are two different. No. So there is one clause right now which is going on, and it is not sorted yet because the Finance Ministry of Karnataka has objected so that a single idea can't be given 2 grants from the different departments of Karnataka.
It is like a double dip.
So double dip. So they are trying to rectify it because they called for the application where they have not told like this is the clause. Now they are telling like you can't take grant from 2 different on the same idea. So
it should not be a problem as long as you have declared that I have already got a grant.
yeah.
So, and this is the timeline that I have promised them. So if I get this grant, then my time.
Right now it's going on.
If your ideas are converging, and if it's an improvement of the existing idea, that you can the other part is that you also get pilot opportunities.
Pilot opportunities up to 1 crore.
Whereas you don't get it in elevate.
Elevate.
What is pilot?
Pilot scale is you have a large scale. In our sector, we have large scale, pilot scale, commercialization. That is a production scale. So, pilot scale is where
Pilot scale is like,
yeah,
prototyping.
Yeah, prototyping.
prototyping to pilot, that is in large scale,
Understood.
not up to the manufacturing production. So that is the pilot scale level.
You will-
That
You will get
one crore.
you will get grant up to 1 crore, not 1 crore, up to 1 crore, so that you can test your prototype within the government sector. They will not give 1 crore so that you can go and test somewhere. Within the government sector,
When you say government sector, within government, what do you mean?
see
Give me an example.
see in his case he was telling Microsoft, right? The government has collaboration with the big MNCs. In your case, semiconductor. There may be a semiconductor manufacturing over here in Bangalore or someplace. The government of Karnataka or officials, they have already collaborated. So they will give the space so that you can
So for
test.
example, if my product is ready on a prototype stage, I want to evaluate my product, how it will be on a medium scale manufacturing, how it is. And if there is a government sector which is already in similar lines, if there is a government company, I can go approach them through this channel.
Government or private, doesn't matter. Because the all the
You said PSU, so
PSUs, as well as if your semiconductor manufacturer is there in PSUs, they will allow you. Unless the government of Karnataka has collaboration with these people. There is a clause.
there has to be a
Yeah,
collaboration.
there.
Then I can get
Yeah.
additional.
Okay.
Understood.
And like once you get the grant, how much time you get to present your roadmap, like your plan?
I hope they will 2 to 3 days.
Within 2 to 3 days, you
Yeah.
will give them the roadmap.
Yeah.
How you will use this money?
They will mail you at 12 in the night. They may expect you to send the mail by 10 a.m. in the morning.
In the presentation, in the second, the final round of presentation, then you will be asked to present the milestones. At that time, it would be some rough. But then, while you are presenting the actual milestones, you should be very precise and should be very practical. Because where you would say that I will be getting the product ready in 6 months, but then in practical, it would work that way. So you could extend.
So this is what I told, like in your semiconductor there is
From the
government,
there is a funds.
there are funds. For the biotech is different. For semiconductors there is a fund. Then we have for the animation visual effects we have a different funding. Once you go to this portal, you'll get to know about it in detail.
Karnataka portal and register yourself.
Is there
Normal
any age
registration.
limit? Is there any age limit to it?
No age limit.
See, suppose, say, I had all these problems, I was working in the government sector. So, since so many years I had a few of learning knowledge. Now only, but in between I was not working and things were not getting connected. Okay? Now my husband is getting retired. Okay? So, so he can separately ask for the one grant or something like that. Is it okay?
If the idea is to
If the idea is good enough, they will own. There is only one criteria where you'll get funding. It is the idea. It doesn't. If alien comes and pitch for he registered in Karnataka, if he pitches, he will get the grant. It is as simple as that.
Why I'm asking is, they always threaten so many times they have threatened people in government sector should not do anything. Like when I was
Don't think about a decade old now. The government policies has changed. It is they are actively interacting with the entrepreneurs.
ask my friends, suppose they are, some friends are still working. I came out of BRS. So suppose I go ask some people, they are so scared and venturing into anything. So maybe it may not be the top of the star. So I want to say about because it's sort of dark in there.
There is no scary thing, ma'am. It's like that's why at the age of 24 we entered the entrepreneurship.
I understand, but I want to, because I was talking to
Yeah.
so many things, talks are there. So I want to get connected with people like you, and then I run sessions about this because I got connected with so many meetups. I want to put into clarity all those things. So people, so they go into small business or any sort of things, they just don't stand out and say, I mean, really. So when even now I got a message from somebody, entrepreneurship garage. Okay, so they give things.
It's like what kind of blockages, like in specific? That government fear you have?
No, now I'm not educated person.
Then?
And my husband now after some 8 months or he'll be retired. He's also an educated person.
Okay.
Okay, somebody is working in the government sector. Suppose he wants to fund me, and he also wants to be a sleeping partner or something like that. So many things like that. Is it okay or
I
not?
guess if you are employed in a firm, either government or a private sector, there are certain rules and regulations which you might have signed when you are
Exactly, that
So you will not be able to bypass that agreement that you signed with your employer and do something else. Just in case if your employer is totally fine with you doing something else along with you working there as an employee, that's totally fine. And this is applicable if either you are in a government sector or in a private sector.
Suppose I'm an educated person now. As of now, I'm an educated person. My husband is an educated person. I'm bringing him to like exact scenario. Suppose his friend, suppose I'm taking money from one of the government people, or my friend or his friend, I'm taking some money. I'm making him as a sleeping partner. Is it okay?
Okay. It is. She's telling our government. If I work in some, I work as a teacher. If I can fund you.
You can fund her, but you cannot be a partner if you have signed an agreement with your employer, telling that you cannot be a partner in any private company.
Yeah, that in that case it is.
Yeah. So otherwise you can give her money as a loan or as I issued my
Ma'am, you just discuss with the CA. They have insight on that. Yeah, regarding the partnership, regarding the share, sleeping partner, the CA will guide you on the better. And when it comes to the central government policies, because we are the biotech startup, in the biotech domain there is a body called BIRAC, which give funds to the biotech or the medtech or any, like if they are working, there are 5 different sectors in which the government of India under the Department of Biotechnology will fund you. It is up to, it is 50 lakhs grant.
There are
Various schemes. Apart from the Startup India portal, Startup India grant challenges are different. This is different. This is from the different ministry. Different ministries have different funding programs. This is from the Department of Biotechnology. It is 50 lakhs. So we have sectors, that is industrial biotech, medtech, fine tech, clean tech, green tech. There are different sectors in which it will fund. This grant also we have one big, which is called big. So there are 3 big BIRAC big grant, which is ignition grant. 18 months.
How many grants did you guys win?
3 grants.
So what stage is your company is in? How much time? Since the incorporation.
No, not incorporation, from the date of fundraising.
Understood. But since the time your what?
We have won the award in just 1 month back.
Incorporation when?
October last October 28.
Very recent.
We were in college. We were in college. I told you, right? We graduated in March, and we have not yet received our convocation certificates and all.
Three grants or single grant in 3 installments?
3 grants.
For 3 different products.
Not products. Same products.
You had declared that you have got a grant from XYZ?
There is no such thing.
They had not asked for it?
There is no such thing because BIRAC is a different body.
Did they ask?
No, they didn't ask.
They did not. But eventually you will have to show your balance sheet and
Yeah.
you will have to show that you have got a grant, no? You can.
Because there is a thing called no lien account. No lien account in the bank where whatever the funds, if the DBT fund comes, it will come in different account. The state government fund will come in different account. In case of Unnati, it will come in different account. Elevate, it will come in different account. Both will be audited separately.
But the entity is the same, no?
If entity is the
Your money
same.
will be under
There is no such thing called we have to show that we have won this grant. There is no such thing. It is a seed funding grant.
But if you show there is no rule that you can't take.
Yeah.
But during application, normally they ask that they put in almost in all application, have you availed any state government grants or something?
In case of seed funding, there is not there.
Starting to apparently.
It is in case of seed funding, it is not there.
Elevated has, that
They will ask whether you have got any seed funding from the government of Karnataka. We have not won the grant yet. In that case, okay. In idea stage, there is Big Sitare and EUA. There are 3 different grants. In pilot testing, it is SIBRI and BAPP. From the DBT, I am telling. BIRAC.
If you, for example, if your pilot testing costs you 1 crore, 50% of that thing will be owned by you and 50% will be owned by you.
I mean, is there an upper limit again there for you guys? I mean, for BIRAC, what you are saying right now?
BIRAC is 50 lakhs.
50 lakhs is upper limit.
That is what that will give. They will give.
That is the value.
It's not up to. It is 50. Yeah. And when it comes to the incubation center, it is where we have 2 biotechnology incubation centers, where it's not like biotech. There may be agri-tech. There may be different. It's like life sciences.
We are developing a medical device.
There is a C camp which is actively in funding, collaborating, mentoring, and all in this sector where we are enrolled. These are the sectors like healthcare, bioenergy, vaccine, industrial products and processes. When it comes to the other funding opportunities, like it is called BIRAC BREC initiative. It is regional located where it is supported by the C camp. And the other is Social Alpha. It is backed by Tata. They are angel funders. See, one more thing what we have observed is whenever there is a pitching session, there is one guy who is from VC or angel funding sitting in that jury. What we have observed. And because it is collaborated with the government of Karnataka, and government of Karnataka is actively make sure they're actively in collaborating with these people to make sure that, see, in Bangalore, if 100 entrepreneurs are getting accelerated from the government of Karnataka after a rigorous process, anyways, whether it is angel or VC, they will have a, see, why will they select apart from